with a full hour of your favorite Kids WB superheroes, Teen Titans, and the Batman.
I've heard you're good. Thanks.
I'll drive! Oh dear.
When Dick Grayson became the first Robin, he'd helped Batman for 2 to 3 years. However, after joining the Justice League, perhaps his relationship with Robin begins to strain, leading Robin to have enough living under his shadow. He'd leave Batman for Jump City, using the money provided to him by Bruce. He'd fund the building of Titans Tower and form a new superhero group, the Teen Titans. This, for the most part, is the way fans try to connect the Batman TV series to the Teen Titans show. It's become a pretty popular fan theory in recent times, to the point where many are convinced they share the same universe, and some believe that the two Robins are the same. If we look at the landscape of superhero TV shows at the time, it was an era where the DCAU was coming to an end. A lot of newer DC animated projects seemed more disconnected from each other, so it seems fans, yearning for another shared universe, used their headcanon to tie different shows together, and in this case, it was the Batman and the Teen Titans show. However, what evidence is brought up that allows this theory to work? The first key evidence is the presence of Batman, or lack thereof. You see, in Teen Titans, Batman is never directly mentioned or even shown, so it allows fans to freely connect this Robin to the one seen in the Batman series. It helps that Robin, in terms of design, does look pretty similar to his counterpart in the Batman series, and even the art styles and art direction of both shows are similar. Because Batman is never shown and Teen Titans continuity seems very loose, many moments in the show allow us to fill in gaps without directly messing with the continuity of the Batman. First of all, it seems Robin at some point had a falling out with Batman, with the almost bitter way he describes his time with them.
Sequence in the gym. I've already trained with the best, and apparently it wasn't enough.
Hey, this isn't your town. Aren't you supposed to be with...
Just moved here, and from now on, I work alone.
There's a moment in Teen Titans where Robin seems to be giving the oath, which could tie it to the Batman, as we never actually see the oath take place. There's also the fact that the Robins both have similar types of personalities, with both having an ego that sometimes cause them to lash out.
Don't ever lecture me. Whatever you're planning, Slade, it's over. Who's the lucky now, huh? Sure.
Glenn Murakami, who served as a producer for Teen Titans and helped create many aspects of the show, also produced the Batman, so many fans believe that perhaps he intentionally tied the shows together through referencing them. Finally, the hook, line, and sinker connection you often see people make that definitively ties the two universes together is Batman's appearance in the comic series Teen Titans Go! Issue number 47. Here, we read a narration from an unknown figure who documents Robin's life, the pain he experienced as a child, and how he managed to create his own happiness through the trust of those he loves. This figure narrating turns out to be Batman watching Robin from afar. Now, if you take a look at Batman's appearance, you'll notice that he's basically identical to his look in the Batman TV series, which has convinced many that the Batman is indeed connected to the Teen Titans story. Okay, now that we've established all the connections between the two shows, let's take some time to bring up all the evidence that could cause this theory to fall apart. Well, first of all, just because Batman looks like the version from the TV series doesn't mean it's the same one. I say this because Batman has also made other appearances in this universe. The first appearance was 2 issues prior in Teen Titans Go! Issue number 45. Batman once again appears in a DC Nations Teen Titans short. As you can see, Batman looks much more similar to his DCAU counterpart.
I am darkness. I am the night.
So what's going on here? Well, the fact is that the creative team never really designed Batman for this universe, and thus his look never remained consistent, and they likely just reused popular designs from various media.
In the cartoon, we never mention Batman. Robin is essentially his own superhero who is really, truly a leader.
Titans! He's got Cyborg!
The inconsistency of the design not only extended to Batman, but the villains as well, most notably Killer Moth, who appears in both shows. In Teen Titans, Killer Moth is a humanoid-like moth person with a furry body, with a metallic-looking mouth and moth eyes. In the Batman, Killer Moth has two forms. His original human form, which is scrawny with a cheap and corny-looking suit, and the mutant form he transforms into, which takes on a giant insectoid-like body shape with large mandibles, purple color, acid spewing from his mouth, and large eyes. As you can see, the moth forms look nothing alike, and it's doubtful they're even the same version. However, it is worth noting that they do have similar types of voices.
Why? I have something on my face, don't I?
Don't bother. Even if you defeat a few of my children, you won't be able to stop me from releasing the entire swarm.
Elements about Grayson's backstory are also different in both. First, there's the look of Grayson's parents, who look nothing alike in terms of face and even body type, the only similarity being the hair color. The depictions of the Grayson's deaths are much different in both. Robin in Teen Titans watches from the ground as the rope snap and the two parents face each other as they fall. In the Batman, instead of the rope snapping, the buckles on the rope break, just as the mother is about to grab Grayson, who now is up high instead of on the ground. But what about the depictions of Robin in both series? As not only do they have similar costumes and personalities, but they also use bow staffs, which isn't a common weapon for the character, while it's likely due to Glenn Murakami's influence. As when he helped create Robin in Teen Titans, he had a very particular vision for the character, one that was new and different, and in general, he wanted to depict the character as cool and stylish.
I wanted to make him more like Bruce Lee. I wanted to make Robin really, really cool and really different.
For me, at least, Robin's superpower is that he's crazy. He's got guts. He'll jump off of a building to save somebody and then figure out how to not die on the way down.
You'll just have to find out the hard way.
And to me, that actually makes him the most interesting and the most heroic out of the group.
I had to convince people that I was going to do a Robin that no one had ever seen before.
It's very likely that Glenn's new and cool way of depicting Robin influenced the creative team for the Batman, who were already trying to reinvent characters anyway. Remember, Glenn already served as a producer for the Batman, so it's completely possible that he just carried over his vision for Robin into this new show.
We brought Robin in on season 4 as opposed to previous seasons because he was tied up in the Teen Titans show, so it was time. Explaining
many similarities between the two depictions. Personally, I don't think the intention was ever to tie both shows together. However, just because it's likely these shows are not connected, I don't think it really matters. What matters is that we as fans love the idea of the two series connecting, and at the end of the day, I think that increases the enjoyment of both shows.
Who knows? I might even become like a father to you.
I already have a father.